Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What is that over my... Oh, that's lights. That's lights. Welcome to the big show. This is your friend. I've got a lot going on today. It's going to be a great day. We're live. Gonna let some folks join us here in a little bit and see what everyone has to say. I have some things I'd like to say. Ooh, I'll bring that in once we get going here. Get in the comments, say hello, tell me what you're up to, and we'll get this party started here in a moment. Yes, we will. Why does it do that? Why does it do that? Hello, Dan. Hi there. Hold on, everybody. I'm going to get started here in just 1 minute. It's going to be great. I promise. But I don't understand why this doesn't work when I want it to work. Maybe that's why. Jeez, hi. Lyric time? I got some lyrics for you. All right, we'll play the game. Let me just get this recording going. I don't know if it's going to work today. It really bothers me when it doesn't work. Yeah, it bothers me. This shouldn't be a problem. Let's see if I try it this way. Why is that not working? Can someone tell me what is happening? Why it's not working the way I want it to work? Well, we got some folks coming in. Hi there. I'm just saying hello. Artie Lange update. Let's go. Yes, we're going to give you one of those. I promise. You love those. Who doesn't love an Artie Lange update? Oh, Brad. Why is this so difficult? I don't understand. I don't understand why it's doing this, but that's fine. Let's try this. Let's try visit the channel. All right. And no. Boy, this is really annoying. I don't understand this. All right, well, welcome in. This is me. Who's high pitch? This is Kelly Clarkson. Let's see. It's supposed to just do that. All right. Well, welcome in. Hi. Start from the beginning. Howard Stern staffer escape plans. Artie Lange update 2025. Stuttering John, HRABOSKY, Matt Hungarian, Casey Armstrong, and more coming up today on the live stream. Hello, everybody, and welcome. I would really like to be able to do this. I know I get let's see. Let's try one more thing. Can I try one more thing? You got a second there? And then we'll it's fun watching you try and figure this out. I know. It's really stupid. It should not be this difficult. What I'm trying to do is make it landscape when I try and let's see if it works over here. If it doesn't work over here, then we'll just move on and you guys just I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I took my love and I took it down. Okay, this might work. Hold on. I promise we're gonna get there. Why? Hold on. Hold. That's not it. No. Okay, screw it. We're just gonna start up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you had to sit here and watch us. Hi. What do you guys want to talk about? I got some stuff. You want some lyrics? I saw that we had some folks. Hi from New Hampshire, New Hampshire, New Hampshire, and this is. Let me start over because no one wants to see all that when I do the taped version. I just hit myself in the face. There we go. Well, there's the microphone. Howard Stern escape. Let me try that again. Howard Stern staffers escape plans. Artie Lange 2025 update. Stuttering John update. HRABOSKY, Mad Hungarian discussion. We're going to talk baseball today. All right, let me see what I've missed in the comments. Hello, Lance. Who's high pitch? Who did that? Give this man a pity, at least, folks. Hi. Yes, a pity like, please do. I need that. You're the host. You tell us what we're talking about. Okay, I'll do that. Well, let's see. First and foremost, I wanted to talk about Cobra Kai. You guys watching Cobra Kai? No, we don't need to talk about that. I did have some lyrics. We'll play a little lyric game to start. But the question was, I saw this on Reddit, like, what are these? This is it, right? The Stern staffers. What are they going to do? And who would hire some of these people? How is John Blitt going to? I don't know John Blitt. What's Met going to do? It can wait one night. I'd give it all away. If you give me one last try, we'll live happily ever after. Trapped if you just saved my life. That's some lyrics, folks. What do you got? It can wait one night. I'd give it all away if you give me one last try. We'll live happily ever after. If you just saved my life. I don't even know what song that is. Let me check here. Yeah, Bob Force, that was a long time ago. Anybody got the lyrics on that one? No, I don't remember what I wrote. It can wait one night. I'd give it all away if you just give me one last try. We'll live happily ever after. That is not She-Bop. I'm looking at a 90s song here, 90s rock. We had some birthdays today, so we'll do some birthdays while I wait and see if there's anything you guys want to talk about. Some really good, fun birthdays today. Oh, this is my first story of the day. On this date, 1973. Have you guys ever heard about this story? I got to get these guys on if they're still alive. Yankees pitchers Peterson and Kekich announced they have swapped wives and families. They actually had families. And this happened in 1973. They announced it. Kekich, Peterson, wife swap. Let me see. Let me see here. Oh, he just died. Yeah, Fritz Peterson died last year. It was a reported wife swap, but it was really a husband swap. Yankees teammates Mike Kekich and Fritz Peterson had been friends for a while and had frequently gone on vacations together with their wives and kids. During the 1972 season, Kekich told Peterson he had fallen in love with Marilyn Peterson. Fritz said he sort of enjoyed Suzanne Kekich. So they traded. Not wives, but lives. Fritz moved into the Kekich home with Suzanne and her kids, and Mike moved into the Peterson home with Marilyn and her kids. Even the dog stayed put. Mike and Fritz cheekily announced the trade at a press conference in spring training. That's so crazy. I mean, how is this not a 30 for 30? But that happened today in 1973, and evidently Fritz Peterson passed last year right around this time. So I love that story. Still don't have the lyric answer there that I did, the first amount of lyrics. On this date, I like this one too. I didn't know this story. 1994, on this date, Jefferson Airplane / Starship singer Grace Slick is arrested for pointing a gun at a cop. Maybe the cop didn't like we built this city. I still like we built this city on rock and roll. Grace Slick. She became kind of an interesting lady, I think. If you're go ahead and hit that like button, by the way, if you're enjoying the conversation. We're going to talk Stern and Artie. By the way, I had a long conversation today with Tim Sabian. I did. He's going to come on the program. We're going to have Grillo come back. He's going to do some stuff here live with us, and other folks are meaning to come back. I've been making some phone calls and saying hello to folks, so hopefully you're there. Hello, she was chasing the white rabbit. Tommy Lasorda gets inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1997. One of the best moments of the Stern Show, in my opinion, one of Stuttering John's best moments. You have a thought in the catcher's face. Well, that was Ted Williams, though, wasn't it? Was it Ted Williams or was that Tommy Lasorda? Get out of here with that stupid question. Tommy Lasorda inducted into the Hall of Fame, rest in peace. Now, this day in 2002, the Osbournes debuted. I never liked that show. I always like. This is when reality TV was still sort of real, and I could tell it was fake. Maybe that's my problem. But the Osbournes debut, Ozzy doing one last concert. Is anyone going to see Ozzy Osbourne in his farewell concert? We're going to talk music here in a little bit. Just bought tickets to see David Spade. David Spade. Never seen him in person in concert, and he's coming through the STL where I live right here. Also, so that'll be fun, right? I can come back and report about that. It's a summer of comedy. We're going to see Nick Swardson as well. My wife, the lovely, lovely wife, is going to enjoy Nick Swardson. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy that myself. I listened to Chiasano breaking his hand by assaulting his suit today. Freaking amazing, says Dan. How is Ozzy still alive? I talked about that Tom Chiasano moment. Thank you. Oh, by the way, Patty, thank you. You need to be a guest on the Shuli Network someday, maybe on their Blunder Year show. Yeah, Shuli and I actually had a long talk, maybe about 6 months ago, about doing some stuff. So we'll see. They're a little more intense with the daily programming they do. I'm just here chopping it up with you folks. What were we talking about before that? Oh, the Tom Chiasano. Yeah, so I almost did that the other day. I was pulling a hoodie off of a hanger, and that fucker wouldn't come off, and I started beating the fuck out of the hanger, and I was like, oh, don't be like Tom Chiasano, don't break your hand on a goddamn hoodie and a hanger. Willie McGee finished a distant third in the Rookie of the Year voting. This was, what, 1982? I don't remember that. Just logged on. What's the latest news? Hi there. There is no news. We're trying to get some news from the folks here. I will say I did talk to Tim today and other folks, and there is no update, and everyone seems to think Artie's doing okay. Casey is cool. He is cool. We're going to try to get Casey on the show. On this date, 1946, Murray Head was born. Murray Head, the singer of One Night in Bangkok. Why was that song a hit? It was so strange. Fun song. I enjoyed it. This day, 1947, Kent Tekulve was born. Any Kent Tekulve fans out there? I always thought this was the nerdiest looking pitcher of all time. Yet I used to really enjoy throwing a wiffle ball like him. Sidearm, Kent Tekulve, former Pirate, former Philly in the 80s there. I'm sure, who is it, Ross? Ross, you had to be a Kent Tekulve fan, right? Hello. How's Grillo's book sale doing? Travis, thank you. We're going to get your Grillo on here again here soon, and you can ask him directly. Don't know if it's out. Did you say Kunta Kinte? No, I did not say that. Who says Kunta Kinte? Did I say that? If I said that, I didn't mean it. Today's Eddie Grant's birthday. Electric Avenue. A friend of mine just wrote on my Facebook page. He said, you know, I was introduced to 80s music by my friend Brad, and the song Eddie Grant's Electric Avenue was the first song that he played, and I went out and bought that record. I love that song. Who knew it was about apartheid or whatever the hell it's about? Who knows what it's about? Who cares? It's a great song. Penn Jillette's birthday, 7 years old for Penn. Happy birthday, Penn. Dop Jelfliga, R.I.P. Eddie. Kent Tekulve. Ross, that's wonderful. 90 games for Kent Tekulve. Yes, so we have some folks doing some Grillo quotes in there. We love that. We're going to have Grillo on here again. We're going to talk about, well, what did I see in the Reddits today? So the show, man, that's funny, man. There's nothing going on in the Reddit feeds for the Stern Show. People have just kind of given up. But you can also do super chats here and super thanks. I see a lot of folks gathering here and saying hello, and that makes me very happy. What an awful day. Did you guys have some shit weather? Oh my God. King, hello. Can you have Chauncey on doing a show with Arm right now? Who's Arm? I don't know Arm. King is a Jackie level member. I appreciate my members. He got a members only video. You got to see the Grillo interview about a week and a half before. I gave you another special video, I think back in December. Thank you, King. I've had Chauncey on before. Check out my playlist. It's in there, and you go into the description and see all the Stern interviews. I think I covered everything I needed to with Chauncey, but if you think there's more, I can get him on here again, probably. We went an hour and a half with Chauncey. Chauncey wept during the Get John Jobs contest. I remember that. He had Steppin' Out magazine. He really screwed over Gary, I think, at one point with a quote. When am I going to have Howard on? I think Howard will be available next year around this time. We're going to try to do that. I saw someone in the Howard Stern Reddit post my Sour Shoes call to me, but it's Artie. God, that was funny. I can't get a hold of Sour Shoes anymore. They blocked me. I want Sour Shoes. Joe Jackson Steppin' Out was a great song. I love that song. That is one of my all-time favorites. I think it was one of the first records I ever had. Um, People talk about that voice of Joe Jackson that not many people have been able to sing like Joe Jackson. Big fan. Eric via Fred was awesome. Ack Ack. Arm was a caller and Stern expert. Arm. I don't know if I remember Arm. Do you still listen to the Stern Show daily? No, Chris, I don't. I did. What was it? 2 years ago, I picked up the Sirius, like my free Sirius, every 3 or 6 months, and I would listen, and then I'd report back here what they talked about, and it was like making me viscerally angry because the show was just so bad. I mean, it was so bad and so boring and just some nothingness. And so I said, I'm not doing this to myself. You know, I like the dollars that I get for the people that come here and watch and pay tribute, and I do make a little money off this channel, just a smidge, just enough to make it worth my while to come up from a nap and do a program today. But no, I'm not listening now. It's terrible. I think it's terrible. And I don't know why it's so bad. I don't know why they couldn't go back to doing some Baba Booey songs. But I think we all know why it's terrible. We could go on and on about that. I have the $3 a month promo, don't listen. I get that. I haven't listened in years. It's all a big nothing, says Ray Stern. Yeah, I don't really want to hear him do his mom impression. I'm not into that. I'm not into the Ronnie Vortex. Don't find any of the people that are on there funny anymore. You should have AC Cowlings on. Ross, I've been watching a lot of OJ stuff of late. I don't know why I've gone into this OJ hole, but man, I mean, he brutally, allegedly, murdered these two people. And then he just he sits there and talks about Nicole just needing to stop talking to all these men. She's over there. I don't know what's going on over there. There's a show, I guess, you know, they wrote a book, and he wrote a book called If I Did It. He did it with Judith Reagan, who was formerly a Stern friend. I don't know if she's still a friend, but I guess helped write Stern's book. So they did this show on Fox where they released the video of Judith Reagan interviewing OJ. I think it was in 2014. The interview was actually 06. And OJ is just hilarious. I mean, man, oh man, he's a funny guy. So I appreciate that. And maybe I'll see if AC Cowlings will come on. Get some folks talking about canceling the show. It's no effort, just straight sabotage. It is a seemingly sabotage. I don't even know why. Maybe he's like me. I mean, I'm getting old, and I just get tired and kind of like, do I want to do the live thing today? But for you, I get up for this. So that's what I do. Sparky's doing great, King. Thank you. I don't know if you were here for the last live stream, but he came down. He came down and was here live. So check out the last live stream, King, at the very end. Sparky, the co-host, was here and was wonderful. So I appreciate you asking about that. Please have the King of All Blacks on. I see, says Travis. So I will tell you that I asked. Sparky is a dog. Yes, Sparky is Sparky is actually my best friend, former co-host, and also is a dog. He's half man, half dog. He's my own best friend. King of All Blacks. So I did ask him to come on the show one time, and he said, "Yeah, I'd do it. You can pay me $100." I said, "I'm not paying you $100, King of All Blacks." So no, we're not having the King on unless he wants to come on for free. But it was nice talking to him. Big Black, I know. Is he around? Everyone says he's still alive. I don't know how to get a hold of him. I don't even know his name. So if anybody knows a way to get, thank you, Lance. If you know how to get a hold of Big Black. Mike Morse. I've never contacted Mike Morse. I did contact Dan the Song Parody Man for many years, and he was about to come on and then decided he didn't want to do it. We'll see. Maybe I'll try him again. Big Black is a fixture in the Dabbleverse chats. All right, well, I'll have to go find him. I don't go to the Dabbleverse. I let them do their thing. We're all friends here. I still don't know what they're up to over there. You know, Bob Levy was going to come on the show. I had him all set up, and then he's kind of ghosted me, which is fine. Bob Levy was on here before. You should get Kenneth Keith Callan back on the show. Well, I don't know if you heard this, but I believe he's passed, sadly. In jail, was it not? Yeah. I think Steve Langford actually did a whole expose on the passing of Kenneth Keith. Can't remember how that happened. Oh, don't say that, Mix. I don't know. Well, I mean, that could be, but I'm not answering. I'm not going to read that out loud. Why did someone made me think of John Candy somewhere in here? John Candy passed on this date yesterday. 43. That was sad. Okay. Today, on this day, someone connected to the Stern Show was born, Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin, born in 1966. And he was awkwardly part of the Artie Lange Joe Buck show, if you remember. Michael Irvin was out in the crowd, and I think he said, "I just get sick of seeing white on white crime." A wonderful line. I don't know if someone fed that to him during the Artie versus Joe Buck thing, but Michael Irvin's birthday today. It's shocking he's still alive. I think he had a nice run of fun back in his 20s and 30s. But happy for Michael Irvin. Happy birthday. I.H. Farmer but okay. Spaceballs. That's what it was. Thank you. Ross is always here to help. Lance, King, we've got a lot of the regulars here. Brian McCarn, get that. Glad you got that interview with Cabby before. Yeah, that was just a couple months before he passed too. And I'm thinking about having his girlfriend on. I don't know if that'd be weird, but I bet she has some stories. And that was really sad. That was was that last year? The time has passed, but then so slow. But it was Easter. Is when I remember that I was driving home from Easter, and I got texted by people saying, "Did you see that Cabby passed?" And I'm like, why am I being texted this? But a lot of people were telling me. Daniel Carver's name comes up a lot. I guess I could have him on. I don't know. I don't agree with a lot of the things he says. So kind of don't even want to be associated with him. But maybe we'll see. I've had other folks who have torrid backgrounds, so we can try that. Cabby did die. Yeah, what did he die from? It was like a strange illness that he had. And it kind of ate away at his body for the last couple months of his life. He was in a wheelchair. Asked Joe Buck if he's on the show and ask him if TMZ is still his favorite website. I think I did ask him that. He's been on the show many times, so you can go back into the archives. I don't think I asked that question. I think we all know what his favorite website is. Joe Buck, very good man to me for many years, along with Bob Costas. And I talked about that in the last time we went live. So you got to be here all the time to see what we talk about. Scott the engineer. Yeah, Scott, I've texted many times. He's not interested in calling me back. I've called, I've emailed, I tweet at him. He knows who I am. He knows what I'm trying to do. I never get to hear from him. John Frusciante's birthday today. He's of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I was trying to tell my stepson, I believe Blood Sugar Sex Magic is a masterpiece from 1991. The Red Hot Chili Peppers changing their sound a little bit. I don't think it gets enough love. I think, that's when Achtung Baby came out with U2, and it was like, oh my God, U2 has totally changed their sound. What about the Red Hot Chili Peppers? They were a skater band, from what I remember. I had friends back in the day, and they would listen to Red Hot Chili Peppers. I'm like, who are these guys? Who's Flea? Let me go back here. Debbie Schlussel, I just emailed her last week again. She said she was going to come on, so try DebbieSchlussel.com, trying to get her on. You got to pay Scott. Scott? I'm not paying Scott. No. You'll have Cabby's girlfriend on, but you won't pay King of All Blacks. I'm not paying Lexi. I'm not paying King of All Blacks. I am not racist. I'm not having Daniel Carver on either. I enjoy this. Can we have on Shuli? He wants to talk about his... No, I'm not doing that. The jihad. I wonder if she still does... I think she's still kind of crazy, Debbie. You still want to do the show. Hi, Gonzo. You've been on the show, have you not? Have you been on this program? Who? Oh, Zolar. I interviewed Zolar. That was kind of... that was not... Zolar was very nice, but it was strange. Byron Allen? Is that really the real Byron Allen? Welcome in if that is. I appreciate you coming in. I was looking to work with you back in the day when the Diamond Sports and the Bally's all got together. But anyway. Chad Fonville. The only reason I mention this is because Harry Carey used to say, Chad Fonville. How's Chad Fonville? Chad Fonville. It's Chad Fonville. Happy birthday, Chad Fonville, former Dodger. Stuart Scott, that was a long time ago. Jeff the Drunk has said no, politely declined. I'm not as strange as Zolar. Okay, Gonzo, we'll see. You can email, we'll see. Today's Kevin Connolly's birthday from Entourage, 51. We had dinner a couple years ago out in LA. Went to Dan Tana's. It's a little just restaurant my uncle told me about. And there's Kevin Connolly at the bar watching Sunday Night Football with his buddies. I thought that was interesting. Seemed like a good dude. But was really hyped up on the games there. Do you have any Bob Euchre stories? I met Bob a few times. Bob was very nice. I don't have any great stories about him. I will say, I was in Milwaukee this past September working for the Major League Baseball Network, and I saw Bob. He was in the dugout, just kind of chilling out, talking to someone. I'm like, God, I need to go say hi. I just need to go say hi to Bob Euchre. I'm gonna talk about the 1964 World Series with him. He had his ring on, and I just said, he probably has had enough. And I've talked to him a few times, so I could have said, hey, we've talked, but so mad. Crazy Alice. I don't know how to get a hold of her. I would love to have her on. So if anyone has any sort of contact for Crazy Alice, I would love to have her on. You can contact me at here'sthepitchwithbrad@gmail.com. I'm just giving you out my email address. Vince, the lawyer, I think came on here and told me he could get me Stuttering John. I'm not sure if I want that. Elsa Jordan, I don't think I want to do that. Who else's birthday today? Oh, Wally Zerbiak, Great White Hope. I don't know why I put that in there. Kyle Schwaber. It's Schwaba's birthday today. See, he was born in 93. I don't know how old he is. Bad day today. On this date in 1982, John Belushi passed away. You ever seen the 24 Hours of John Belushi? I think it was a Speedball, right? And I just watched Bill Murray's interview on Joe Rogan. And Bill Murray said that John Belushi, could not handle alcohol. I never knew this. I mean, I never really read about Belushi. But he said, 4 beers and he'd be like toast. And they think that this was the first time he ever tried a speedball. So I know he did other things. But Bill Murray told some great stories about John Belushi on the Rogan podcast. You have to find the clip. Because it's kind of, I don't know. Did anybody listen to that? Anybody get into that? I thought it was a little dry. I mean, Bill's a little dry. I don't even know why he was there. He seemed to not know why he was there. I don't know if Bill Murray has an agent. Anyway, rest in peace, John Belushi, on this date, 1982. Would have been in Ghostbusters if not for the death. And they said that Dan Aykroyd said Slimer was the ghost of John Belushi. I love that story. Eddie Murphy was going to be. Can you imagine like all these stars being in Ghostbusters? But I think it was perfect. Bill Murray was perfect in Ghostbusters. You guys watching Cobra Kai? Let's help Brad hit the goal, and he will do OT. What are we trying? Press the praise button. Press the like button. What are we trying to do? What are we? I gotta see if I'm missing. What are we doing here? Keep hitting the like button. Hit the love button. Move it up. Get it. I'm gonna hit it myself. Can I hit it? Can I hit it? Chris was blue and bloated. Sounds like Chris Farley. You ever see the last photo of him? Look at that. Oh, I love when I see the little love buttons going up. Chris Farley was a mess. That was a sad day. How many celebrities have made you sad when they passed? Like you heard it on the radio. I got a few. So Farley was one. I remember that. It was just like a warm March day. It's coming around the corner. I think it was like right around St. Patrick's Day. Norm Macdonald. I think Cobain kind of affected me, and Chris Cornell was definitely. I got to say, when Prince died too. Let me go back here, take a look. Byron Allen. Let's see. Would you have on Nino Del Padre? It's Riley's Old Market. I'm trying to have Eron on, but I'll look at that. Hit us with that Artie update. That's coming, I promise. Would you have? Oh, you just read that. OJ. Can't have an OJ. I was gonna have OJ on. All the famous suicides. Yeah. Give me some. Who are some of your favorite? Let's run through some favorite suicides. No, kidding. Don't do that. But yeah, these guys are all drug. Well, Norm wasn't a drug addict. He just had that thing. Bob Saget's death made me sad. Like I wasn't a giant Bob Saget fan, but it just seemed so out of left field, and he was like coming out and doing more stuff. So I'm sad about that. Top songs in 1995 this week. Rock songs. Yeah, I met Danny Bonaducci. First time I went to LA. Can I tell you a quick story about Danny Bonaducci? Real quick. That's Mike Walker, right? We were all excited, my mom and I. We went out to LA way back in my early 20s. My dad had just passed, and I'm like, I'm going to take my mom out to LA. And we're going to see some stars. So the first day, we get our car. Our hotel's not ready. She's like, let's just go over to Universal Studios. Let's just see what that's about. That's what she sounded like to me. I'm like, all right, we'll go over to Universal Studios. I knew it was sort of like a theme park or whatever. But as we walk in, we get ready to go up an elevator. There's Danny Bonaducci, and I said, "Holy shit! It's the place of stars. There's Danny Bonaducci." Later on that trip, we were going to dinner at Dantana's with my uncle. This was way, and they said, "Hey, yeah, we're just getting your table ready as soon as that party leaves. That'll be yours." And as the party gets up and the person walks by, it was James Woods. That's a Hollywood star, James Woods. So we got James Woods' table after he was done. Seemed like a nice fellow. And then one other fun story. I remember this. I didn't have this podcast back in the day. I did a lot of traveling back in my day of baseball travel. So I think it was LA, and I was taking the shuttle from the rental car over to the airport, and I sit down, and I usually mind my own business, and then here comes big blonde hair, curly hair. Dee Snider was on the plane shuttle with me, and I didn't talk to him. I just was like, what am I going to ask him? So I sat there. I'm like, what am I going to ask? Do I do a picture? This is before the cell phone stuff. Now I would have asked him to be on this show. High Pitch won't come on. He's blocked me, just so you guys know. I've asked High Pitch to come on this program. He said no. Iran would be great. I'm just going back. Sour Shoes is my favorite besides Riley, which has passed. I had Sour Shoes call me and leave me voicemails, but I could never talk. I talked to him on the phone once, but he wouldn't. I couldn't get him on the show. The singer of INXS. That was sad. Did a little weird thing in the bathroom, I believe. I'm just looking at the comments here. Yes, Lance, you're accountant. Can I tell you my favorite Matt Dillon story? Is that what he said? Is that what Mike Walker said? There's sometimes where I drop a fart and it sounds like Mike Walker and it makes me laugh. I love it. What a dumb show I do here. You can get HPE on. All right. Well, Gonzo, I gave out my email address. It's here's the pitch with Brad at gmail.com. You're welcome to email me and we can talk about that. We can have you on. Hank the Dwarf, that was a bad day. That was right before 9/11. It was. And everyone wants me to still have Bigfoot on. Do you guys want to have I guess I could get Bigfoot on here at any time. And I just don't know if I want to do that. So you tell me, do you guys want Bigfoot on this program? We could do it live and he can come on here, it is, and talk to you, it is. We'll see. Top rock songs on this date in 1995. So we're talking about 30 years ago. Number 10, Everything Zen by Bush. We're going to see Bush again this summer because my wife loves Bush. And so do I. Not the band. Do that joke every time. What Would You Say, Dave Matthews, number 9. At number 8 was Elastica with Connection. That was a good song and a wonderful one-hit wonder. That's it. Stone Roses, Love Spreads. Isn't that my mother? Number 6 was REM, Star 69. I don't remember that song. Collective Soul, Gel. Collective Soul has a ton of hits. They were just like if you're at the gym, there's Collective Soul. They're on. Number 5. PJ O'Harvey, Down by the Water was number 4. Van Halen made an album in 1995, Can't Stop Loving You. They were number 3. Sponge, Plowed. My cousin always had these CDs before and I'm like, what's that? He's like, it's Sponge. They're great. And then Molly was another song. Lightning Crashes was number 1 on this date in 1995, 30 years ago, live. All right. You're going to email me. Thank you, Gonzo. I'm just looking back here at the comments. I prefer to negotiate in the chat. Yeah, I know. I'm busy. I'm hosting a show. I've got all kinds of things to talk about with the people. I think, see, I was watching an OJ thing, right? I mean, this is, talk about me being nuts. This is, I think I could draw that. I think I'm going to work on, is that weird that I'm going to test my art skills by drawing that? That's OJ in trial. I was watching a documentary. I'm like, I'm going to try and draw that. Here's a lyric. Let's see if you guys, I did some lyrics earlier. Well, here's another lyric. You ready? This channel is so dead, El Jefe says. Thank you for joining, El Jefe. I love the folks that come in here and then bitch at me. Thanks for staying in. Thanks for watching. Van Halen's Balance. That was not a good album, if I remember right. Like that was sort of the end. Well, that was the end of Sammy. They bring in Dave for the MTV Greatest Hits, And then they bring in Gary Sharon, and then shit just kind of went downhill for Van Halen right around then. Let's see here. James Woods, fellow Rhode Islander. Okay. Did not know that. Erotic asphyxiation. I guess we're talking about NXS there. OJ was innocent. Oh, come on. You don't believe that, YT. I don't believe that. Just reading. You should post this same episode several times over the next few days. I definitely will. In case people didn't come here live and they want to see the comments kind of run up, that's what I'm going to do. Get Bob Costas on again. I don't think he's going to come on again. I don't think he's coming back. I think we've done 4, 5, 6 interviews in the last couple of years. I don't think he wants to do this again. And I'll tell you. You do think he was innocent? Who do you think did it then? And why do you think he's innocent? I could talk about OJ all day. So I'm thinking about making this a court channel because I'm looking forward to the Diddy trial. I'm looking forward to the Idaho murder trial, which is strange. But YT, why do you think OJ was innocent, and who do you think did it? We'll take your calls. Welcome to Tradio. Like, who else would go in there and murder them? Like, what? Who would have any reason to go murder Nicole on Sunday night at 10 o'clock? And then Nicole was involved with dealers. That's what OJ said. Okay. I don't know. There's just too much. Why is OJ's blood there then? How did OJ's blood end up over there? Tell me that one. I know. I mean, there's so much evidence that they didn't let into the trial. But I love talking about this. Nicole should have moved to Vermont. It is. I think that would have been a good idea. Let's see. What did I have as a cold and damp? Steal the warm wind. Tired friend. Times are gone. Name the lyric. Cold and damp. Steal the warm wind. Tired friend, times are gone. OJ had help. Nicole's best friend had another friend that was murdered. YT, I appreciate this because you have done the research, not just in here telling me. Who was the other friend? Why have I missed this? And why do you have like skin in the game? Like, were you a big OJ Simpson fan? Does it make you sad that? I'm just curious why you believe that, but that's good. I'm always here. The song was Black Hole Sun. That's correct, IH Farmer. Cold and damp, steal the warm wind, tired friend, times are gone for honest men sometimes. He says, won't you come, I think 49 times, if you go back and listen to the song. Won't you come, won't you come? You want to try another one, IH Farmer? How about this one? What will I find? Lay me on the ground and fly me in the sky. Show me where to look. No, I agree with that, YT. I do think it's interesting how the media just gives you this one thing. Now, I've watched a lot of different documentaries, and I have seen some where they go through the different people that could be killers, and I don't not discount it, but I just find. Anyway, what will I find? Lay me on the ground and fly me in the sky. Show me where to look. Anybody know what the lyric is there? Why did you sound like Elvis? That's how I sing everything. I have to do that country song. Let's give KC a call live on the air. That is wrong. That's not live. I'll call Casey. You guys want me to call Casey? I don't know. I think he's. I don't know how he's doing. We'll see. How about that? I remember my mom used to say, "Can we go to Ted Drew's? Can we get some ice cream?" We'll see. Maybe. You can't stay here anymore. El Jefe, no, don't leave. We're having a good time. You've been here now 15 minutes, and it's so terrible that you're still here. Call KC. KC's a great guy. The song is Learn to Fly by the Foo Fighters. All right. We're going to call. Make sure I've covered everything. We're going to call him. Okay? Let's call him, they say. Okay. We'll just try it. Give it a whirl. Barry Sheck. He was Mr. DNA guy. Calling Casey Armstrong. Casey Armstrong. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I don't think he's going to answer.
Hello. I rarely pick up the phone, so please text me. Thank you. Your call is very important to me.
Casey, it's Brad. Come on. I know you. I'll text you, but I was just leaving you a message. We need you back on the podcast soon, pal. Talk to you soon. Bye. All right, well, there he is. Not there. Maybe next time. What else did I have in my bag of tricks here today? Let's see. It's Steve Carell. Actually, that song was not, by the way. Whatever I just told you, that was earlier in the show. That song, What Will I Find? Lay Me on the Ground and Fly Me in the Sky, Show Me Where to Look. That was Shine by Collective Soul. Show me where to look, tell me what will I find. I gotta do, what will I find? Yeah. All right. Casey, I don't know what he's up to these days. Pound Town, hi there. Have you interacted with Stuttering John? It's been a while. I have not talked to Stuttering John in a while. I have his phone number. We called him, I think, about a month ago live here on the air. Didn't answer. Once again, don't forget the super chat, the super thanks, and memberships. I've got some members in here today. I love them. I thank them. We come here. We try to do lives once, twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week. I try to give you some new interviews. I do package the old stuff together too, so maybe if you've never seen some of the folks, I do that. People get mad. I love all the love. Thank you. Casey's behind you. I actually asked Cabby if they ever did anything. He said no, he was tried, but didn't work out. So this summer, lots of concerts. Do I try to go to Chicago and see AC/DC? What do you guys think? Is that going to be any good? I'm a little worried. Didn't Brian Johnson have some real bad hearing issues and not able to hear and speak? So AC/DC, and that's not with Axl Rose, right? This is the actual. Says yes. All right, AC/DC. By the way, tickets are sold out all over the place for that concert. I think we're gonna go see Metallica again with Limp Bizkit. My wife enjoys the Limp Bizkit. The stepson enjoys Metallica. I've seen Metallica, I think, 4 times now. So I don't know if I need to see them again, but I think we're gonna see that one. And then Oasis is playing in Chicago as well. That one I don't think I need to see at all. Is there any reason to see Oasis? I feel like aren't they overvalued a little bit? Nice little small career there, but I don't know. Legends are dying off. Now, I will say I've seen AC/DC before. I saw him in 1995 in St. Louis at the Checker Dome, as my friend DW. Anyway, it was the loudest concert I've ever been to. Bar none, nothing. It was so loud you couldn't even hear. It was that's too bad. I did like Agnes, though, walked right by me. Walked right around the front of the stage there. Agnes Young. So AC/DC. Just looking at other. Did you guys watch? We don't have to talk about the Oscars, do you? See bands while you can. Oh yeah, I just read that. Lawyer called must be bad. What does that mean? Lawyer called must be bad. Have you seen Aerosmith? That's my favorite. Josh, it's my favorite rock band of all time. Saw them on stage. Actually, I have a video to show you if you'd like to see it, and I'm going to show it to you because you asked. You didn't ask, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. We saw him in Vegas. We bought the on-stage thing. Let me see here. I'll turn it up. Maybe you can hear this, maybe not. This is during Dream On.
I want that pick when you're done. I want that pick when you're done.
Joe Perry gave me his pick. I have his pick. What did I do with that pick? Anyway, Aerosmith, my favorite band of all time. Oh, Michael, stop it. I don't want to hear anything about Aerosmith being over it. But I wanted to go see. So Steven Tyler just did a thing out the Grammys. We almost went out and saw that just because, man, he's gonna die soon. So they were supposed to come through here. We had front row stage because the wife really loves Aerosmith. I enjoy them. That was my first concert that I ever saw back in the Permanent Vacation one. And they were with the Black Crowes. Black Crowes going to the Hall of Fame? Does anybody think they should be in the Hall of Fame? I do. That was during Dream On too. So yes, I got yes, I got hepatitis after I touched the pick. So that was my. I don't know if that came across well, but that's crazy. Alice lawyer called must be bad. Okay, what? What's going, John T? What are you talking about? Manhunt. I haven't seen that. Is that any good? I'm going back through the comments. I missed out because I was doing some stuff here. I've seen Aerosmith. We just talked about that. See the bands while you can. Yeah, Aerosmith was great. I just I like a lot of their stuff. I like their old stuff. I like their new stuff. Well, I wouldn't say new stuff. Their '90s stuff. So I was always torn because I couldn't hear all the songs I wanted to. Rush, yeah, and Rush is still out there, right? I think it's weird. ZZ Top goes out and does stuff. I'm like, gotta be the three. I can't have this new guy in here. But Manhunt. What is Manhunt about? Is that about Gabby Petito? Oh, I watched that. Yeah, I like that. God, I'm trying to follow along the comments. You guys are just on top of stuff. So again, we do this live. If you've never been here, it looks like most people have been. And then I repost it later so you can see the comments. And then over the weekend, I usually post kind of a classic. Send Ganji the link. It's OJ. I'm just trying to. Manhunt is OJ. Oh yeah, that new one. Yeah, I watch that. Yeah, I watch all the OJ stuff. I feel like Tom Lange. I feel like Mark Furman. Who else? I think Darden. I think they're just attention whores. They clearly did their job shitty, and now they're trying to like convince you of other stuff. But Tom Lange did a shit job. Mark Furman did a clearly shit job. They all did a shit job. It's very possible that. Well, I don't know how they would plant stuff though. Anyway, Howard Stern's still alive. He was like 45 years. No, I don't know if he's still alive. All right. Well, leave him wanting more, Lance always says. I've run out of material. We called KC. What else did we do? We talked about Murray Head. We talked about a lot of shit. We had a lot of fun. We had a good, fun time here today. And so I'm going to say thank you for coming. We'll do this again. Maybe what's tomorrow? Thursday? You want to do it tomorrow? I'll look. I have to. It takes a little time to prepare for something like this. I want to make this good for you. But maybe we'll do this tomorrow. Yeah. I love Dana Carvey's Joe Biden impression. I think it's. I do that around the. Yeah. Let's do that. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming. We'll be here tomorrow, maybe. Not Friday. Definitely not Friday. It's supposed to be nice out. Weather's going to get nice. So, yeah, I don't know how much more I'm going to do. But you hit the super chat right before I leave. You can just go, oh, thanks, Brad, for doing this. This was fun. Or super thanks. Or become a member. That's what you can do right before I leave. You can then ask one more question. All right, one more question. Who's hotter, Jessica Biel or Margot Robbie? I'll go Robbie. More show. You want more? Keep going. Oh, my goodness. You guys watching Cobra Kai? Huh? Is that weird? I enjoyed that show. I watched it. I thought it was great. All right. That's going to do it for today. I appreciate it. Now, remember, I do set up when I'm going to go live, so just hit those notifications, have those ready, so you can see in your email, hey, Brad's going to be live today at 4 o'clock Central, usually right around 4 o'clock Central. So have that ready, because normally I set that up 3, 4, 5 hours beforehand. This is the highlight of my week, dude. Thank you so much. That made my heart. That makes me happy. No, I appreciate that. If you really enjoy this, I have a friend who says, no, you got to keep doing that. You got to keep doing what you're doing over there. And I said, I don't know. The Stern thing, it's kind of, no one really listens. No one. And he's like, yeah, but just do your thing. Well, you do the birthday stuff. Read some lyrics. They love it. I'm like, okay, there's a few people in here that come through, I guess. I don't know. But we'll do this again. Thanks. Set those notifications. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.